3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door.
Hey, how you doing? This is Lance. What is up? Today we're doing kind of like a continuation of like all these content farm type of channels. The last video I did about it, you want to check it out. It's actually pretty well viewed on my channel. It's the Rob Squad Reacts drama behind Amber and Rob.
Importance of creating a peaceful environment for herself and her children.
Yo, I was about to say, so far the pictures are actually kind of flattering until they get this one. This one, she looks like she's just blazed as hell in this picture. Okay, so far nothing too like crazy, but you notice it is AI generated.
It's a British, she's British. We have a British AI, so we have AI that's British. That's fun.
Their relationship and why they separated and they have separate channels now. And I was talking about so many channels were trying to jump on that and monopolize, and it was all pretty much the same. I reacted to something. It was called 10 Forbidden Nazi Inventions That Could Have Changed the World by The Lazy Detective. When I did that reaction, I didn't think too much of it. I thought it was a pretty decent video. I was like, it's AI generated and stuff like that, whatever. After I reacted to it, the floodgates opened with the algorithm for my recommended after that. All these same thumbnails start popping up, and I was like, I thought it was the same channel, The Lazy Detective, because it's the same kind of thumbnail. Then I noticed after a couple videos, I started noticing the channel name. They're not The Lazy Detective. It was several different channels I was scrolling through. They had the same layout, the same voice, the same AI generated detective that looked like a little Sherlock Holmes with the Magnum PI mustache. Maybe there was a couple that kind of deviated from that. Maybe he had lighter hair or no mustache. Bruh. I was like, good Lord. So I started scrolling.
Are you doom scrolling in bed?
Doom scrolling?
Fashion, a dog, nails, everything's happy. I want to go on her page and see what it is.
So that's where we at today. I found 7 channels. And I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about with this content farms. As a content creator, it's frustrating because they can...
Oh, coming in real hot.
You know what? Why do I even bother being on camera if this is the kind of stuff that YT you pushing out? Because I see the views that they get for this stuff. I don't even have to be on camera. why do I have to be bothered to be on camera? I swear to God, why do I even bother? I could just have some AI. I already have my little cartoon head. I already do a little animation. The amateur stop animation I do already in my videos. I could just do that and just have all this other AI generated bullshit. Have some posh British speaking guy voice and keep on pushing it, and I don't have to be camera ready. Because apparently this is what you're pushing in the algorithm. And it's fascinating how they're all the same goddamn thumbnails. They can't be like 7 different channels from 7 different places across the world. I think they're all from the same goddamn place. It was the door to hell! It has to be, because it just makes no sense. I'll give you, here's some of the names I found. The Curious Cause. And boy, there's a little detective guy writing the icon. Okay, that's interesting, right? Okay. Deep History. Oh, look, another little detective writing the little icon. How Finder. Oh, look at How Finder. Oh, another little detective. Shadow Logic. Look at that. What a coinkydink. Another little detective icon. Boy, how is that such a coincidence? Of course, we're coming back to The Lazy Detective, the one that I originally saw. Oh my God. Weird Why? Weird Why? Hidden Loop. Oh, just a different kind of little detective. And let's talk about these thumbnails. Let's see here. Curious Cause. Deep History. Here's Deep History's thumbnail. How Finder. Shadow Logic. How can you not think this is from the same damn channel? Mass memory changes. Oh, here's Lazy Detective. Do you notice all these thumbnails, all of them, have the same formula? I might as well start doing my thumbnails like this. My God, because it looks like that's what YT loves. YT loves these thumbnails. It baffles me. And then when you see the footage, they're all the same Sherlock Holmes with the Magnum PI mustache. Like I said, they might deviate from one another. They might not have a mustache. Ooh, that's a difference. You might not know that's a different. Oh, that's a different channel because that little Sherlock Holmes doesn't have a mustache, or just a 5 o'clock shadow. Or maybe one channel might spend an extra $12.50 for an animation package, so they might look like it looks like a little bit different, but it's the same kind of concept. It sucks to see all this because it just takes away from the actual reason why YouTube was really started. YouTube, instead of just being this mass-produced nonsense, especially with this new AI stuff. You see it all in the algorithm, and I know YouTube are trying to battling that, so it's not such AI slop. It still affects us during, regular content creators at the end of the day, because it takes away from people who are just trying to have a YouTube channel, as a viewer and as a content creator. It's just kind of annoying. It's just kind of like, it's just no imagination. It's just like, and I've seen so many of the same channel. Like there was one example I screenshot, and it was the glitches in reality. In particular, here's a good example. The glitches in reality, I posted this on my community. All these channels don't do the exact same thing, but I did notice that I have the same topic. 10 glitches in reality that broke the simulation. Weird why, hidden why, unusual why. Now that's a part 2, mind you. So they wanted to really milk that. Here's the first part of it, because they're like, oh, we didn't make enough money from that 34-minute video, so we're going to make this. How long was this damn video? Oh, another 34-minute video by Unusual Why. They're like, well, we made so much money. Oh, you didn't make that much money. Spare change, ma'am. And they all use the same detective AI generated animation type of. I mean, my editing software can do stuff like that. I could do stuff like that. I don't like stuff like that, Use the same. I mean, it has to be. They use the same thumbnail. They use the same damn format, for every thumbnail. And they're all different channels. You could say if it's the same channel because that's their style. But when you get, I looked, it was 8 channels. 8 different channels that I just found in the evening. It could be probably a lot more. 8 channels that have the same setup. They might just word things different, but they love that fucking Magnum PI Sherlock Holmes detective guy. They love that little representation behind that. That has not changed on any of those channels. You can tell it's AI generated because half the time the image is so distorted or it looks off. They might have a third hand coming out of their arse. It's weird. It's like, ooh. I saw one clip. The detective is standing in a hole, hovering over a hole while he's trying to interview someone in the clip. I was like, shit. Have you guys noticed this when you're on YouTube? Or is it just me? I know some of you have mentioned it in the past, in the comments, in passing. Do you really think that people think that's separate? That none of these channels know each other? I don't believe that. I don't think these are. It's 8. I keep on 7. It's 7. It's 8 different channels, all across the world. They all have the same kind of. Boy, they all think the same. They all love the same detective. Isn't that coincidence? I don't think so. I think this is all but from one publishing company or whoever does it. They have multiple channels that they could just push this AI generated shite out for views. And they figure out which one's going to do better than the other. And they try to go work with that. It's frustrating. Sorry, I had to bitch about this video because I've been stewing on this video for a good minute now. I've been sitting on this video for a good minute, probably like 2 or 3 months, more than any other video I've had in the last couple of years that I sat on. Because I was like, am I really going to do this video? And then I saw, that was at that time, I think I saw like 4 or 5 videos. It was like 5. And I was like, that's a lot. And then I saw 3 more. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And they all had the same kind of format, same guy.
The Impossible Footprints of Laetoli. The story begins with something deceptively simple.
Case 1. The Skipped Hour Phenomenon. On November 8th, 2023, at precisely 3:17 a.m.
Montauk survivor. Paul Nichols disappeared in 1983 during a classified experiment at Camp Hero in Montauk, New York.
The Vanishing Battleship. In July 1943, during a night operation in the mid-Atlantic, radar operators aboard the HMS Sheffield picked up a German warship moving silently across the edge of their sector, Mel's Hole. In 1997, a man calling himself Mel Waters called into a late-night radio show and described something on his property in rural Washington state that would become one of the most enduring mysteries in American folklore. Variovkina Cave. In the Arabica Massif of the Western Caucasus Mountains in Georgia, there is a hole in the earth that goes down 2,212 meters.
What if the universe isn't broken, but debugged? Imagine for a moment that everything you've ever touched, seen, or known is part of an intricate system.
How did we get here? When did content farms take over the platform, and why is this something we should be worried about? I'm Visual Venture, Content Farms. Content Farm is a YouTube channel that cares more about quantity than quality. They use the same style, editing, and concepts over and over to create an endless supply of videos to upload. Since they're able to post hundreds of videos a year, YouTube then rewards these channels for their consistency by pushing their content onto the algorithm. These videos are recommended to new viewers and put on your home page, and this type of content is even more prevalent with kids. But what YouTube doesn't seem to understand is that they've given creators a cheat code. Because there are so many of these videos being pushed out from the same channels, the probability of going viral increases dramatically.
Same thumbnails. Maybe I should do these thumbnails. Let me know if you like these thumbnails. Maybe I'll start doing my thumbnails like this. What do you think? That'd be pretty viral, don't you think? Anyway. Now I'm being petty. Anyway, let me know what you thought in the comments. And yeah, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace and grace.